Hello, hello, hello. Mic check. Okay, so my mic was working. Sorry, I was waiting to make sure that my mic was working, and I was actually too far behind in the stream on my phone to hear that. So I've just been sitting here for no reason. I apologize, but okay. So we have Mike SELS from up in Washington versus Dustin Dizzy Wilson from Vancouver, Washington. A race to 7 in gold singles. Dustin Dizzy jumps up to a 1-0 lead. Looks like we got about 6 other people in the chat here. Why don't you go ahead and let me know who you are, where you're watching from, and who you're rooting for. Tim Fraser, I had a feeling I'd see you in here. So I know both of these gentlemen. I know Dizzy much better than I know Mike's game, but I do know both players. I know that Mike is a fellow Packer fan. Go Packers. Okay, so the problem ball here is going to be this 3 ball, especially considering he has to get on it with the 1 ball, which he is fairly straight on. Should be able to go 2 rails forward He looks like he's going to try to draw out of this. He definitely is a player who likes to use draw more than going forward. Some bottom right. Oh, that ended up working out well for him. I wonder if he'll look at this. I think this 9-7 is wired. I think he could carom combo this if he wanted to. It's very aggressive, but I think it's on. I don't even think he's looked at it. He's just playing safe. He's going to thin off the left side of the 3-ball. Yeah, I hit that a little bit too thick. What's up, Ed Winter? So Mike is going to have a good opportunity here to play another safe. You want to try and play this type of shot with a 3 and use a little bit of bottom to come like this. Ideally, back near the stack, send the 3-ball up table. It's probably your I mean, depending on where this 4-ball is, I would assume, or 8-ball, sorry, he might be able to back cut it and run into the 9. So he did what I said, but he didn't put any bottom. He's going to be okay. He blocked it off, but you could have sent the 3-ball further up table, got more distance. Tim, yeah, so I think that he played the shot, the speed. Dizzy, I assume you're referring to Dizzy. He played the shot at the speed he was intending. He just didn't account for the 8-ball moving, like vacating. I think he thought so. Had he hit the 3-ball thinner, that's a great shot. He's going to get a really good reward out of this. It's a good kick. He hit it on the correct side. So I think he was intending to hit the 3-ball thinner so that it wouldn't move the 8 and it would just hide behind the 8. But he hit the 3-ball thicker, which then moved the 8. So that's one of those shots where it's just being really deliberate and focused on like exactly what your outcome you want to be is. So that way you know exactly how thin or thick you need to hit the ball. But yeah, I mean, I think that the shot that you're kind of thinking of is what he probably should have tried to do, which is hit the 3-ball the same thickness so that it replaces the 8, and then he could have sent the cue ball 2 rails up table. That would have been another really good option. Nonetheless, he's got ball in hand now, so a little bit of work to do though with where that 6-ball or the 7-ball is. The 6-ball is near to break that out. He could even play the 6-9 combo. Maybe that's probably the best option because of where this 7-9 is, or where the 7 is. You could basically hit the 6, like split the difference of the 7-9, I feel like. And it would send the 7 in, the 9-ball in. We'll see. All right, for those of you who were not part of my last stream, make sure to go and hit that thumbs up button. Help the algorithm out for fellow pool players for it to pop up on YouTube channels so they can watch this action too. All right, Mike's in a little bit. He's actually not in a horrible spot. You just kind of have to play this 5 with a little bit of stun. So you stun over to the long rail and keep your same angle for the 6-ball. Not getting too low. He did get too low, but that might have also helped him since he missed the 5. I think Dizzy might be able to see an edge of this ball. Yeah, I think he can. So if you start at the edge of this cue ball, I think you can see an edge. Maybe not. If you swerve this, though, so here's the only thing. If you swerve to hit this ball, your cue ball is going to be coming this way. So you're not going to get safe. You're better off kicking at this ball. Yeah, see. That's what I was referring to. He almost got the best result possible. But Dizzy, if you come back and watch this, if you would have done a one rail kick like this, it's a pretty big ball. You're a high favorite to hit it. And then what happens is the cue ball is going to want to come settle down into like this below this line. And the three ball is going to go 2 rails out up table. So, or the 5 ball, sorry. It's a more likely chance of getting safe if you play the kick shot. It's scary sometimes because we don't want to give up ball in hand and you can hit the mass A shot. But if you're trying to take your game to that next level, you got to start trusting in your ability to kick safe, and not always go for the first sure hit, because although you're not giving up ball in hand, you're almost just as likely to give up either a run out or them playing safe back like he just did. So just food for thought for Dizzy if he watches this back, and anybody else that's watching. So he's got a good look at a jump shot here. Something that I learned recently from Morgan Joe from Vancouver, Washington, who's very good at jumping, is on shots like this, when the ball is going to likely still be hopping when it makes contact, you want to aim a little bit thicker because you're going to be hitting on top of the ball, which is going to cut it more. Oh, that's going to turn out pretty good. Yeah, that's going to turn out pretty good indeed. Now Mike should probably play the bank or play safe 2 rails. I think he was going for the bank, but he was kind of jacked up with the 6 ball, so that's a good shot, but you got to hit it. You got to hit it. Now you're probably going to be in a worse spot. Nope, he overhit his as well and left it straight on the side. A little bit of nerves here, I'd say. Let me see where they're at in the bracket for this. This is gold singles. Let's see. Okay, gold singles. I think this is a B-side match. Maybe not. I might have been incorrect. I cannot find this match. Why can I not find this match? Oh, that's why they're one bracket behind. Okay. B-side match playing for 2 out of the money. So maybe a little bit of nerves here. Definitely looks like there might be a little bit of nerves here. All right. We have 1-1. All right, I'm about to check and see how many likes we have. Hopefully, I'm not disappointed. 5 likes. Okay, that's better. It's better than where we started. We got about 11 people in here now. So, all right, 1-1. Wow, this is a great situation right here. I think if you want to be a little bit conservative, you want to probably stay on this line. Looks like he's trying to come back below it, which is not horrible, but you're flirting with the side pocket. You're also covering yourself with the 9 quite a bit. See, like this right here. Didn't get there. And that was my concern, is that you're like trying to get yourself the easier shot on the 2 ball, but you didn't have a lot of angle on the 1, and he was flirting with the side pocket. You're crossing the 9 all the way, like your line on your 2 ball. You're covered by the 9 like all the way until about here, maybe there. So it's like you had to go quite a bit of ways to not be hooked. Whereas if you would have just played straight center top ball and come down this line right here, like you can see it, you have a huge window. You pretty much can see it anywhere through there. Like that's a huge window. I am playing teams, Ed. I'm playing platinum teams. It is going to be me, Martin Chavez, and Aaron Hansen. We're actually like 10 points over the cap or something now. So we have a pretty good team. I'm pretty excited. I love getting out and playing with Martin. He doesn't play. Oh, no. He almost drilled that. He did get away with the leave, though. The guy Mike can see it, but the 2 is in not a great place. So I like playing. I like getting out and playing with Martin. He doesn't play as much anymore now that he's got, a baby. But we've had some good success at the coast together, and I'm excited to see what we can do. Aaron is a guy that neither one of us have played with really at all, but came recommended based on what the Fargo was that we had to work with. He came very highly recommended, and I actually was playing in the Pick Your Poison tournament that you and I played in, and Aaron was also there playing in, and a bunch of people recommended him, so I got to see him a little bit. And the thing that impressed me the most and that made me want to ask him to play with us was it wasn't how he performed in that tournament. It was that in between that tournament and the Saturday night tournament, he was on a table practicing shots that he obviously had either missed before, practicing jump shots. Like he was just practicing. And that just shows a lot about someone's game. That shows a lot about someone's willingness to win and get better. So, yeah. All right. Well, Dizzy's got another good look here. One good shot here, and you're essentially in. That's a great shot. Oof. He's got angle to come one rail above the 5. He should be good here. He's just got to stay composed, stay in line. Don't try to do too much. Perfect. All right. Now what I want to see from him here is still no head movement, no body movement. Stay down the shot. Good. 2-1. All right. Well, Mike is not in love with this here. 3 doesn't appear to pass the 6. The 4 doesn't appear to pass the 7. What are you doing here, Mike? Oh, that's an interesting way to open the 4 up. And I think Dizzy has this, though. And now you just open the table up. Should be able to kick to about right there with some right spin. You just really want to catch this thick, the 3 ball. You don't want to catch it thin and come into the 9 or the 6. If you catch it thick, you're coming at like this angle with a bunch of spin. Which it looks like because of the way that he has to kick at this, he'll probably catch it thick. Just like that, yeah. But he hit it too hard. Oh, well, I think the easy option is to duck under the 7. Cue ball just like this. Bank the 7 out to the center of the table. But it looks like he's cutting this bad boy. Or banking it. Not a bad shot. He wouldn't have necessarily liked it if he made it, but cue ball would be in a different spot if he made it, so. Exactly, Tim. Yeah, you on those rail first shots like that, you always come off fast. So it's better to underhit what you think you need to. Just take a little bit off. And then I say that, and someone's going to underhit it, and they're going to hook themselves, and they're going to come and be like, Dylan, you told me you're supposed to hit it softer, and I hooked myself. Well, it's not always going to work, but 9 times out of 10, the person is going to overrun shape on the next ball if they're going rail first. There's no spring chicken here. Oh, whew. And he put himself in another. What's up, T. Hernandez? Good shot. Good shot. Stayed in line. Okay, so this is all preference from here. I used to always swing it 2 rails around. Recently, I've been trying to play it 1 rail, controlling the speed. No. If you're going to play 2 rails, you got to hit higher up on the rail. You can't risk getting that close. I think he could have just played 1 rail, like into this rail, and just floated down like this. If he hit the ball a little bit thinner to the pocket. Travis, I am playing with Martin Chavez and Aaron Hansen. How about you, buddy? And how'd you do in Scotch and singles if you played? All right, does he stay down? No body movement, no head movement. Stay down a little longer than that, buddy. Good shot, though. All right, 3-1. Yeah, Tim. So that's the thing is, like I said, I used to always go 2 rails. Always. I've just been trying to be more simple lately. And like there are times where the layout, like the one Dizzy had, allows for 1 rail. And you're not crossing your line. That's the only reason. You're just not crossing your line. If you go 2 rails like this entire third line, this entire third line, you're going to see you're crossing your line the entire way. And you're coming in steep. So a lot of times people end up like this and they get below it. Now they're back cutting it. If you come one rail like this, you're always in line, unless you overrun like this. So it's just something I've been playing with. Not something that I do every time. I think 2 rails is also a very good shot. Yeah, like I said, just something I've been playing with. You did not play either Scotch or singles. You're playing with teams with Tim Keller and Chris Ravens. Ooh, man. That is a 1550 and under or whatever. That's a strong team. That is a strong team. You're a great player. Love Tim Keller. He's a great player. Chris Ravens is playing phenomenal. That's a really, really good team. I'd love to come and sweat some of your guys' matches if I get the opportunity to. Hi, Raquel. One of my new favorite tournament directors. For those who don't know, Raquel is obviously the league operator for Rose City Billiards, BCA, but also has taken on the not so fun and often thankless position and job of tournament director. She runs, I believe, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night tournaments at Fortune Star. Friday's 8-ball, Saturday's 9-ball, and Sunday is 10-ball. And she also runs a Monday night 8-ball tournament at Epic Sports Bar right down the road. So she's putting in a lot of work for the pool community. We really appreciate what you're doing. She's been playing some great pool, always a positive attitude. So thank you to Raquel for all that she does. Great safety there by Dizzy. Mike is going to have a pretty high percentage 1-rail kick to hit this ball, but he's sending it into no man's land. So what I mean by that is up here, I mean, there's nothing to cover it up there. Nothing. See, so yeah, this is kind of what I was getting at. He left it actually pretty okay for where he was sending it. But Dizzy does have a cut. If he's really got, so when you have to hold it, right? Because he's going to be coming 1 rail at this 3-ball, 1 or 2 rails at this 3-ball. Whoa, sorry. Like this. You really got to make sure you don't miss this ball trying to hold it. Yeah, great shot. Great shot. He held it. He got a lot out of that. He held it really well. So this shot, you want to make sure you give yourself there's only 2 places you want to be for this 5-ball. You either want to be here or you want to be here. Nowhere in between that. That way you either have an angle above it to come 1 rail up, 1 or 2 rails up like this for the 6 in the opposite corner, or you're going 1 rail up if you're below the 5 like this. But you really got to make sure you get where you want to be. He got really good. Perfect. Oh, thank you, Tim. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do now for tournament directing. I mean, obviously, I'm still going to continue to try to do the bigger tournaments once the coast is over and people have more free time. But as far as like a weekly tournament, I don't like drawing that. I told you guys earlier in the chat, earlier in the match, Dizzy prefers draw over follow. That's something that, in my opinion, he should work on changing. Follow is much easier to control. Using your rails, much easier to control than draw. He got okay here, but just something I think will help elevate his game a little bit. But yeah, like I said, Tim, as far as like weekly tournaments, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really liked Silver Star's venue. They've got something now on Fridays. They've got something now on Saturdays. So I guess technically I could do like a Sunday tournament, but then I'd be competing against, there's already 2 Sunday 10-ball tournaments. The Trough at 4 p.m. and Fortune Star at 7 p.m. So, and I don't really want to do a weekday one because weekday traffic up to Vancouver is crazy. And I'm pretty sure they have league like almost every weeknight anyway. So I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I do not know what I'm going to do. Well, Dizzy's looking at a good opportunity to go 4-1 here. And just remember, he did miss a 9-ball, or he very well could be up 5-0 after this if he had stayed a little bit more composed with his fundamentals on that 9-ball earlier. But I like this shot. I like that he went. See, I like that he went forward there. Very controlled. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect on the 9. All right, guys, give me a second. I'm gonna go on mute here. I'm gonna try to help bring in another commentator, so give me just a minute. Stay a little bit more composed with his fundamentals. Sorry about that. Was trying to see if I could get somebody on to do some commentary. They're having some technical difficulty. 27 players last Saturday. Nice. I bet you a lot of people trying to get ready for the coast. So a bar out here on the west side in Beaverton, the Loa area, 89 Sports Bar, used to be called Underground. They were notorious Jeremy Sachs tournament on Saturdays. Right before the coast, that thing would get 40 people like every time. Everybody on the west side, that's the only tournament we have. And so everyone trying to get ready for the coast, Saturdays were nuts there. It was so cool. So glad to see that people up north are trying to get ready as well. I bet you, or I would assume Dizzy was probably one of the players there on Saturday. Oh, he was already at the beach. Oh, okay. Well, Mike has a good opportunity here. I think this 6-9 goes. Oh, yeah, it went. He didn't even aim. That's how wired it was. Didn't even pay it any mind. All right, 4-2, Dizzy breaking. Oh, man, that 9-ball was moving. 2-ball down. Good-ish on the 1-ball. He's got a couple options here. He can cut this and run into the 6-ball and hold for the 3. He could bank it past the 3 and run in the 9. He's got some options here. Curious to see what he likes to do. It's always different at the table than what we see. So he cut it and ran into the 6, just like I thought. He's got a makeable shot here. The 5 appears to go on the side. I would probably try to swing this around. 3 rails. No. That worked out better than it probably should have. That line of the cue ball and speed was probably not the best bet, but he has an opportunity. So his cue ball should be tracking somewhat like this. Here, there, up here. That should be the line. Actually, I lied. He's going to be steeper than that. He's going to be something like this. Like at the 6-ball. Yeah, like just like that. Literally just like that. But this ball goes. Oh no. All right, Mike. You were given the opportunity to try to pull within one. Just gotta stay in line here, buddy. He's gonna get away with this one. Or at least for the time being, Dizzy's gonna be forced to kick. He's got a pretty good opportunity to kick and stick here. If he does exactly what he's looking at, like this, with bottom English. Kick it and stick behind the 8, send the 2 rails up table. Oh, he should have used a little bit of bottom. He hit it perfect. Whoo, man. I bet you his butthole just puckered because mine sure did. I'm not even the one playing. That is way too close for comfort. All right, we got 16. Oh, I guess now we're down to 13 people in the chat. Only 6 likes. Go ahead and throw a like. Everybody that's watching this, every single person that is watching this stream should be liking the stream. Because if you're watching, you could not be watching without EvoSports. So throw them some love. It doesn't only help Evo, but it helps other pool players around the world that are pool nuts like we are. And the more likes this gets, the more it helps the algorithm. So help them out. All right. What do you do here? I think you try to thin off the 1 and get behind the 6. Yeah. It's okay. He left a shot, but that was the right idea. There wasn't a lot there, honestly. He didn't really have a whole lot of great options. Looks like we got Cindy Rosenthal on the table next to us. Good luck, Cindy. Rocking a super cool EvoSports jersey. All right, Dizzy. So you want to come at this 2 rails probably. This is where you're going to be naturally tracking. I believe Dizzy likes using inside English, so he's probably going to try to check this 1 rail. This is what I would try to go for there. But if I had to guess based on his play style, he's going to try to go for something like this at the 5. That's my guess. Oh, he tried to draw. Well, I did say he likes to draw. So here's something to note. He hit that too thick and is still below the 2 ball. So had he made it, he would have had to hit the 1 ball thinner, meaning his cue ball would have been traveling further down this way and further out this way. So had he made it with that same stroke, he probably would have been like right here. Just for the record. But he got safe, so well, safe-ish. Well, that's a pretty good containing shot. You'd like to get that ball up to the short rail, but it'll at least probably likely earn him a spot back at the table. Nice shot. Now what do we got here? What are we thinking? Ed, are you playing any of the events down there? Team, scotch, singles, what'd you do? Let me know what you did, who you played with, how you finished, how you feeling. So you could play under the 7 ball here. If you hit it thick with a lot of right spin, it'll really zip off that rail and get you like right under here. Oh, whoa. Sorry, I forgot to change to the line. My apologies. You can hit off that rail and spin under this way. Oh, we went for the bank. 2-way. It's not going to end up very 2-way. He wouldn't have liked the 4 from there probably. And hey, don't remove that comment. I was reading it. You and Dizzy played scotch? No. Tim Frazier and Dizzy played scotch. I'm pretty sure. So I know Mike has a very quick game. Like he's a very fast player. A lot of body movement when he's shooting and playing. But I could be wrong, but I just get the feeling from his like body language that he just feels kind of checked out. And the score's 3-4, and maybe he's not, and I'm just totally misreading it, but I don't know. Dizzy's in a weird spot. So the shot that I like here is to bank it, stun bank this ball out like this. Kind of a 2-way. It is a two-way because if you stop the cue ball where you're supposed to, so you play the correct tip placement, you're going to stop the cue ball right here. The 2 goes in, you're good on the 4. If the 2 doesn't go in, you're hooked by the 8. That is the best available option. However, I'm pretty sure. Wow, for $730, fifth, sixth place. Good job, guys. That's awesome. The only thing is I think his angle is coming wide of that. So you're probably not going to make the 2 ball if you're trying to hook on the 8 because your 2 ball is going to come at the 7. But I think that you still try to stop right there. Yeah, I don't know about that. He drew and hit it very, very, very hard. I mean, he's probably okay, but not really what he was intending or wanting to do, I would imagine. Okay. This is a tough shot. Both side pockets to contend with. Thin cut on the 5. He's going to leave Dizzy a shot. You want to come 3 rails around to the middle of the table. Just like that. Perfect. Great shot. He's on the correct side of the ball. Martin, yeah. Thanks for trying, bud. Travis, please be careful. We do appreciate the dedication, but please be careful up there. All right, Dizzy. So this is one of those shots. Don't try to get too cute. Don't try to force it off the rail too much. You're going to come plenty far out naturally. Just make the ball, stay down, give yourself a good look on the 9. Perfect. Just like that. Don't try to do too much. That's plenty makeable for you all day long. Boom. 5-3. All right. I believe it's Dizzy's break. Yep. I love that Packers jersey, pool jersey. That's dope. Need to get me one of those. All right, 5-3, Dizzy to break, Dustin to break. Oh no. But the 2 tied up? Should say Seahawks. Nah. He's playing a defense, trying to 3-foul. See, if you're gonna play a defense, you want to send the object ball into an area where it's another easy safety. He's about to put this. Oh no, he's playing it with the breakout. Okay, I apologize. He did play a safety unintentionally. The 2 still isn't really great though. Combo's on, but you don't want to have to shoot that. Ooh, now this brings up something very interesting because now Dizzy is on 2 fouls, and Mike has the very easy option of playing a safety. He's not. He should definitely consider playing safety here. You're on 2, and you could roll this cue ball right up behind the 2-6-3 or whatever, and yeah, you just hooked yourself when your opponent was on 2 fouls. That's kind of what I was getting at. You're about to give your opponent a get out of jail free card if you don't hit this 2 ball. The 8's really big here in the way too. He's in a really bad spot. Yeah, you just gave your opponent ball in hand when he's on 2. Yeah, it looks like by his body language that he left the shot. I mean, he doesn't have anything offensive, but he's given up a free hit. All right, Dizzy, what are you thinking here? Looks like he's playing safe, maybe trying to get the cue ball up on the 9 ball. I don't like that. That was very, very conservative. He could have banked that ball up table and tried to get the cue ball up near the 9 ball and like gotten an actual safe where he could potentially get ball in hand. Now you're giving your opponent an opportunity to bank this ball if you want, or they play safe and control the table. I wouldn't hate him attacking this shot. If he can play it something like this, 2 rails. Like I feel like that's a free shot. If you miss, you're likely to hook him on like the 3 or the 6 or yeah, he was trying. Just hit it a bit too thick. Now he's probably not going to like his next shot. This is a dead stop shot safety to lock up on the 6 ball. Oh, he went for it. He's aggressive. I'll give him that. What are you going to do here? So I like from this position banking the 3 ball, 3 rails, and using the 9. 3 ball like this, up that way. Get your cue ball down here. It's not great. It's not super high percentage to get like a great safety or to get ball in hand, but it is a containing shot. Oh, he touched the cue ball with his tip. Oh, and he called it on himself. Good for you, integrity-wise. But yeah, that definitely sucks. Don't hook yourself with the 8. Yeah, you're so scared about it, you underhit it. Nice me crashing the 7. So, if he hits this shot with left English, when he hits the 7 ball and hits this rail, oh my god, I forgot to change back to the line. I say he would have hit the 7 ball and the left English would have came off this way. He would have been perfect. You can use this the other object ball as like a rail. He decided to draw out of it though. Oh, that's a good shot right there, Mike. I'm eating hot tamales. The second time, man. I think it's time to start taking practice strokes further from the cue ball. Oof. Yeah, that's closer than most couples get on their wedding night right there. Yay. Oh, look at this. Ended up came out smelling kind of like a rose on that one. See, Dizzy has a really good safety here. A really easy option. You hit really thick off the 8 ball, as thick as you can with as much right out spin and side spin as you can. Hit here and let that take you under the 9 ball. And the 8 ball should be like right here. Really easy safety, really effective, especially at this level. Forcing someone to jump or kick, you're very likely to get ball in hand back or a good shot back. It looks like he's going offensive though. Woof! Right off the nipple. You better hope that doesn't bounce. Well, didn't it? You like that joke, Tim? Yeah, I came up with that on the spot. Well, Mike's made a couple of these already. Not that one. Overcut. Ooh. Man, the suspense here. All right, Dizzy, you're gonna have to show me something here. Probably gonna have to play this with just a hair of outside spin. You want this cue ball to track just like oh my goodness, I keep forgetting to switch to the line. Sorry, guys. You know the cue ball to track just like this. Oh, he hit a little bit too thin of the pocket. So he ended up crashing into it, but he ended up getting pretty good on the 9. So one good shot, and he's on the hill. So for this shot, just for all those who know, if you use bottom English stun draw, it closes the pocket up. It's obviously probably the most accurate way to shoot it. Oh, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. Bye. So bottom English, any sort of draw or stun makes the pocket shrink. If you hit any of the rails, it will rattle on you. If you roll that ball with top spin and smooth it in, you can hit the rail anywhere you want and it'll still go in. But it's hard to convince yourself to roll a ball or, not necessarily, I'm not saying slow roll, but to shoot it with top English from far. We all like to use like a stop shot stroke typically on long shots. But just so you guys are aware, it will help you and it'll open the pocket up a bit if you roll it with some top spin. All right, well, another rack where Dizzy could not capitalize. And you can see it. He's rubbing his face. He's feeling a little bit. You're okay, bud. You're up 5-4. It is okay. Stay in the moment. Stay in the match. Don't let that get to you and cause you the match. That's a good safety. That is a good safety. Keep it away from the side pocket. Yep, that's okay. Should be a fairly easy 2-rail kick to make contact. And if you hit it correctly, you actually have a pretty good chance of getting safety. So if you go off this rail, like so, second rail like so, and hit this fairly full. Oh, wow. Okay, he's going to go one rail. Well, there's pretty... It's a great shot. He got safe. I believe the 7 passes the 8 into the side. Left-hand side pocket. Everything seems to have a pocket, though, so it's really going to come down to how Dizzy hits this ball, what happens to who gets control of the table first. Good hit. Great hit. He's going to come right back into that stack of balls. Oh, just barely went right through everything, and now that his opponent, Mike, has a good opportunity. He's probably just going to roll forward and play short side. He doesn't have enough angle really to like stun all the way over and avoid the 3. Or the 5, sorry. They mix me up sometimes. He's got a little bit of angle for the 3. This is tough, though, because the 3, I believe, plays in the corner. You'd prefer to play it in the side, but I just don't think he can get there. Oh, well, jumped up on that one a little bit. He got cover, though, fortunately. He did not want to tie that up. Hey, man, what do you got against the Packers? Don't be mad just because we own you. Pretty sure if you type in Dallas Cowboys on Google, it'll come up with owner Aaron Rodgers or Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love even went in there and got some belt to ass on them Cowboys in the playoffs 2 years ago. He's like, "Oh, you guys had one of the best records, and it's a home game. I'm gonna come in here and torch you." Why do I feel like I think Dizzy's not really like a football fan, but I feel like if he was, he'd be a Niner fan. Like I just feel like that. A nice little shot there from Mike. He's putting himself in good position to tie this up. I know, dude. That tie was brutal. Mike's about to tie it up 5-5. There it is, 5-5 in Dizzy's break. He's a Colts fan? Man, I'll tell you what, I saw this thing yesterday. It was talking about in the same calendar year, the Colts are 5-1. Indiana basketball is like number 3 in the country. Indiana football is number 6 in the country. Um, what there was like 5 more. Oh, the Pacers were 1 game away from winning the finals. Um, what am I missing? Yeah, something else. But there's just like a bunch. Like they're just having a crazy good year in Indiana for sports. So good for them. Yeah, this year NFL's been crazy. I mean, it's always like that, right? Any given Sunday, but oh, that's a tough roll. But look at this. It's been crazy this year. I mean, oh my God. I do parlays every week. I pick like 6 or 7 games. I put $50 and I just do a parlay for fun. The one week that I would have won was the week that Joe Burrow got hurt. I had the Bengals winning and they were losing by 7 at the time of his injury. So I cashed out because they were giving me like a $48 cash out and I only spent $50. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I got to take this. They're already losing and then now their backups coming in. Well, their backup ended up winning and the other games all ended up winning. And so I cashed out for a $2 loss and I would have won like $550 if I didn't cash out. Then the other weeks I've all lost 1 game each. In the last 2 weeks, it was the freaking Eagles. How do you lose to the Giants and I don't even remember who they lost to. Panthers or some shit. They lost to some garbage teams, and I'm just like, man, you've got to be kidding me. Buffalo losing to New England. Like, dude, it's been a madhouse. I usually win like 3 or 4 parlays a year, and so far I'm technically I did pick correctly 1 week. I just didn't win the money, but I did technically pick 1 week correctly, so I'm gonna count that. Good hit by Mike. The tension has got to be rising. Yeah, no, I know you're a Seahawks fan, Tim. Yeah, the Dizzy's a Colts fan. Okay. I actually, you know what? I do remember him telling me that. Actually, I do remember him telling me that because we were talking about it. And he said he had kind of stopped watching them this last year because they were so bad. And then someone called him and was like, "Do you know your team is 3-0?" And he's like, "What? I didn't even know that." So, but yeah, the Giants smacked them. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it, Tim. All right, he can kick and stick to the 9 ball here if he hits it correctly on the thick side, the finish part of the 1 ball. Nope, no rail. And now he's left a 1-9 combo. Maybe. Well, that 7 might be in the way a little bit. We'll see. We'll find out here in a minute. But I know for one thing, sure, he's gonna eye it up. See if it goes. It must not go. He's shaking his head and smiling. A little bit of a fortunate roll there. No, it does go. Oh, he's going for the carom. Well, so yeah, fortunate there for Dizzy that the 1 ball ended up resting to a position by the 7 that the combo didn't go, because that could have been really bad. Never mind. Mike said this carom's a hanger. And it's Mike's break. So just like that, Dizzy went from full control of this match to down 1. I mean, he had probably 98% of the ball count through the first 5 or 6 racks. A couple 9 balls he let get away from him, or outs. So he's really, really. If I were him, I would probably take a player break, maybe go splash some water on my face, because you could see it after that last rack when he didn't get out. He was like holding his face in his hands. Exactly what a Packers fan would say. Yeah. He's got to do something. Take a deep breath, go grab a thing of water, something, because it's definitely weighing on him, and he needs himself to be composed right now. I hope so too. I mean, that's the whole point of me getting on and doing the commentary. I mean, obviously it's for the viewers too, gives you guys something to listen to other than elevator music. But it's mainly for the players. Like, I have some free time, and I want to try to give back and provide some of my insight to players if they decide they want to go back and watch it. Just because there's a million different ways to do something, and sometimes he's going for the 9. Oh, he's got a chance at it. Oh, he's flying at this. Yeah, just give them an opportunity to hear kind of what somebody else has to think about. And like in this particular scenario, I'm a higher ranked player than both of these players, so providing some of like the knowledge of what I would do and what I'm thinking, just to see if it helps them. Maybe not, but that's kind of what I do it for. So he didn't even go line this up. This is a 1-9 to win the match. You should go line this up. Oh my God, Dizzy is just, oh my God. Dizzy's heart sank. That was so close. I cannot believe that he didn't even go line it up a little bit. Like, this is the shot to win you the match and put you one step closer to the money, and you didn't even go line it up. But I think he got a little bit fortunate, though, because the 5 ball? It does not appear to pass the 8 ball. Maybe it does, but I would be very surprised if Dizzy did not try to play a 2-way shot right here. Make the 1 and stun draw into the 9, because even if you don't get it, the 2 is hanging. You got to go for this, Dizzy. You've got the stroke for it. You love using draw. He might even be draw bank comboing. I like that too. If you draw into the 9 and you bank the 1, you're getting 2 looks at it. Boom. Come on, let's go. Oh, he went for just a bank. No, Dizzy, no. Oh, he's going to get lucky. Oh, he didn't get lucky. Well, Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? What am I talking about? The 4-9 is a hanger. There's no 3 ball. Why would you not run that out? Oh no, I didn't even the color of these balls and everything is messing with me. He was straight on the 1, boom, make the 1, draw back from the 2, you win the game. Oh no. See, that's one of those situations where you get so fixated on the 9 ball being hung, you try to go for some low percentage shot. He was perfect to make the 1 ball, perfect, and the 2 was hanging. And he would have made the 4-9 combo from almost anywhere. Oh no. What? What is going on? And he didn't get away with it. Oh my goodness. What is going on? He tried to combo the 2, but he was trying to move the 1 down this rail for this corner, and he missed the 2. Oh, Dizzy has got to be loving this. We're about to see Hill, and Dizzy's breaking. What a turn of events. I think it's the 5 ball, Tim. I'm pretty sure it's the 5 ball. That's why I said when I realized it's the 5 ball and where the 4 was, it's like, why would you even try to bank the 1-9? Just make the 1, make the 2, and cut the 4 into the 9. Well, it doesn't matter now, but holy moly, Hill. Wait, what's going on? Why are they shaking hand? I mean, it's okay. It's just the Hill handshake fist bump. It almost kind of seemed like the body language, like Mike thought he lost or something. Okay, here we go. Hill, one rack for all the marbles. Hill for the break. I think it was the 5. I mean, you see right now the 3 is dark. The 3 is very dark. The 5 is a little bit lighter. I think it was the 5. Oh well, doesn't matter. All right, let's go. So we got a 3-7 combo lined up. I believe is that the 2 ball? It's hard to tell because it's near the rail. I think it's the 4 ball. So play the 1, play the 3-7 combo. He's got a very runnable rack right here. Yep, there's the first step. I would have liked to have been a little bit less flat here because he's kind of back cutting the 3 into the 7 a little bit. Gosh, I forgot to change to the thing. Sorry, guys. Kind of back cutting this a little bit, so the cue ball it's gonna be really easy for the 3 to end up above the cue ball. See that? See that? That's exactly what I was talking about. It's exactly what I was talking about. Well, I think you got to thin off of it on the left side, shooting the cue ball this way. Just send the 3 ball to this rail. It's not really going to be a safety, obviously. Like he's not going to be kicking or jumping and you're not going to get ball in hand, but you'll be completely containing your opponent and guaranteeing giving yourself a high likelihood that you will get back to the table. Yep, just like this. Just like that. Good shot, Dizzy. It's exactly what you want to do. Dare him to bank this ball. However, the shot that I was talking about earlier is very on here. The stop shot Z bank. So you come like this and you stop the cue ball right there. Bank the 3 ball out. 2 rails. And you have a huge area landing zone for the cue ball. Like even if you overdraw it, like you can be anywhere in here because you'll be hooked on the 4 or the 5. So that's probably the shot. Oh, he got the 6, but he hooked himself. Yeah, I don't like that. He can kick 1 rail right here. Let me change to a drawing line. Just like this. He can hit it. And you're going to have to pray. No, don't. It looks to me like he's trying to soft kick at this, which is why he checked if it was off the rail. I don't like that. You need to come with some speed, get some separation. Yeah, just like that. And he's going to end up leaving it. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Leaves Dizzy a bank. Bank for his life. Got it. Where's the cue ball? Oh, that ended up pretty good. He's actually perfect because the 4 ball, if you look to make the 5, has to cut. So the 4 ball is going to drift this way. And his cue ball should be somewhere right here. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, it was less of a cut than I thought. He's okay now. So now you just kind of have to be very thorough with where you're wanting to shoot the 8 ball. Balls in the middle of the table, late in racks, often are the most troublesome because they have so many options and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just going to shoot this. I'll be fine. And then you end up in the 50-yard line. So you really want to be deliberate with where you're going to be here, which pocket you're going to shoot it into, and where you want to be to shoot it into that pocket. He's got a thin cut here too, so this cue ball is going to be traveling a little bit. Okay, you got the cut. You got the cut. He's perfect. Bam. Perfect. Do not overdraw this ball. You can make it from anywhere above this line. Anywhere. Do not try to get so perfect that you end up below it. Please. Oh, no. His tempo was really quick on that shot. I like that he knew what he was trying to do, and his draw was perfect. He didn't try to get too perfect on the 9 ball. That's exactly what I was talking about. He did really well on that, but he shot the ball quickly, and his tempo on his backswing was very quick. Mike missed, but he left Dizzy in a not great place. But he's back to the table. He missed the 8 ball hill, and he is back to the table. So clear your head, take a deep breath, walk around the table, chalk your cue, whatever it is that you need to do. Take a drink of water, whatever it is you need to do. Clear your mind. You're back at the table. Make a good decision. Come on, guys. Let's get some likes in the chat. We got 31 people watching. We have 7 likes. Help EvoSports. Help your fellow pool players. Throw some likes out there. This has been a heck of a match. It's Hill on the B side. 9-ball championships. You can't ask for much more than this. Throw some likes in there. Go hit the thumbs up. All right. So what I'm doing here is crying because this sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. You can cut this ball. You absolutely can cut this ball. You can bank this ball. If you're really nervous and you're really tentative and you're really scared, you can split the ball, split the difference. Send the 8 there, send the cue ball there, force your opponent to come with a bank. Because neither one of the offensive shots you have are very high percentage. Looks like he's taking on the cut to the upper right. Great shot. He's going to come out perfect. Oh, maybe not perfect, but he got a favorable bump. Good shot on the 8 ball, Dizzy. Good shot. All right, now you got to just stay down. Yes, I like that he's taking his time. Chalking his cue, probably checking the line. Maybe waiting for the opponent on the table next to him so he doesn't get bumped. What's up, Sarah? One more good shot, Dizzy, and all of the nightmares that you've had for yourself this match, all the times you've put your head in your hands will all be gone and in the distant past. Come on. Okay. Yep, stand up. Someone walked and you noticed it. Stand up, get off the shot, chalk your cue or something. Oh, no. I like playing that ball with a little more speed. If you're gonna play it, I think you got to play a little more speed. When you play it that soft, it's just you're relying on too many things that could go wrong. The table, if it's slightly off, if it's not completely level, the ball hits something and moves.